Okay, so as you guys look at your calendar, okay, we talked, about making sure that you have, you guys are bringing over a lot of sales anyways, so number of parties are going to be a little bit different just because you guys are pulling over, you guys are going to start off the month pretty strong in your sales. But what I want to be sure that you guys all know as you are heading into this next month, okay? Some of you, I think, I know Holly has 2, and Melissa and Pam each have 1, okay? What I'm going to encourage you guys to do is, Holly, find your 3rd recruit by the 15th of the month, okay? And then Pam and Melissa work in Brooklyn, okay? Work at getting yours by the 15th of the month, okay? So 2, 2, and Brooklyn 3, okay? And so then what those 3 are, you're going to be looking at with those 3, which, obviously Holly Brooklyn is under you, okay, is 1, so those 3 people, working with them to have at least $750 in sales. Okay, so if you have 3 people with $750 in sales, so that's why I say try to get them started by the 15th, because that still gets them 2 weeks to try to get $750 in sales. Okay, so then what you're looking at is the last part of the month, getting those last 2 people, and they just need to have at least 150 in sales. Okay, so whether those are the last few days of the month, okay, because, and then your personal sales need to be at least 2,500. Okay, because if yours are at least 2,500, you have 3 people with 750 in sales, and you have 2 people with 150 in sales. That puts you at a total of sales of $5,050, which is over the 5,000 amount. Okay, so when that happens, that is when you guys will promote August 1st. Okay, so when August 1st hits, because Pam, Melissa, Holly, Brooklyn, you guys are all fast trackers, right? You guys are all in your first 90 days.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay. Pam,
yeah.
You are, right? I think Pam is. Pam, I thought she just said she started May, right? Yeah. Okay, so when you guys hit it August 1st, remember this is, I'm going to review what you guys are going to get. Okay, you're going to get less incentive points for Disney. You're going to get $250 in PC bucks. You're going to get $500 cash added to your check. You're going to get a 3% increase on your personal sales and a 3% on your team sales. And then every one of those people that is active, which they all will have at least 150 in sales because they have to promote, you will get $10 for. So you'll get $50 just extra added to your paycheck because they are active. Then you also will get the new fall product director boxes that will be coming out in August. Okay, so next month in August, when they ship out all the director boxes, you guys will get your first set of brand new products, all of them. Okay, so a lot of benefits that you guys will be getting after this month. Okay, so biggest thing is focusing on after tonight's call. Okay, we've kind of been working on booking and getting our calendars organized, and I don't know if you guys have listened to the calls that I have posted about the coffee, the coffee talk calls that I have posted. Tracking your list of contacts, okay, the 25 contacts, okay, that is something that is an ongoing tracking system. Okay, so if you get to a place ever where you're like, I need to book some more parties, you can pull out that notebook, okay, and make sure you're writing down, who did I contact? And guys, think about it. Even in your parties that you have had running, okay, give them 2 weeks, okay, and follow up with a message, a text message with them, and say, hey, you know, I met you at so-and-so's party. Thank you so much, you know, for your order. Just curious if you got it out of the box yet, you know, and have been able to try it out. Okay, so it's just kind of the out of the box text where you go back and text those people. And from that, a lot of times, a conversation can start where you can talk to someone about booking parties. Okay, so that can be something. Sorry, I thought I heard a child crying. Maybe it wasn't my child. That is something that you can do in a couple weeks if you're needing some more bookings, you know, for August. Okay, because here's what's going to happen, guys. You guys right now are in the summer slump period, okay, where, you know, people are gone on vacations. They're gone on the weekends to the lake. You know, people are just busy in the summer, okay? But if you guys can keep pushing through the summer, the fall is the most amazing selling season with Pampered Chef. Okay, because people are buying Christmas presents, you know, they get their kitchens ready for all the holiday baking. You know, all that stuff is going to start coming in the fall. When we hit that September, when that new catalog comes out September 1st, okay, people are going to be so excited to start booking those parties with you. Okay, so the biggest thing is just, you know, try to keep your calendar booked through the summer, because when you guys do that, you're going to have more success in the fall. Okay, but I posted that new consultant training. Okay, so here's what I want you guys to keep in mind when you guys get these new consultants. Okay, because you're going to add some of these new consultants, you know, this month, and you're going to go, okay, what do I do with these people now? Okay, the very first thing that I want you guys to do is in that new consultant document that I posted, is just sending them that message right away before you even talk to them on the phone, having them try to book their first sets of parties. Okay, sending that message out to 20 people with a goal of, you know, whenever you guys start your parties, hey, we're going to start our parties. I want you to try to get 3 to 4, you know, parties to start on the 13th. Okay, so if they haven't had their own, okay, they're going to start doing their own. Okay, so that's just a step 1. And all this is written in the new consultant training document. Okay, then having just a call with them, getting to know them and what they want from Pampered Chef. What do they hope to make? You know, what kind of income? Because when you know their income and what they want to do, you know how to help them. Okay, and getting to know them a little bit, because guys, this is a relationship business. Okay, do they have kids? Do they have a spouse? You know, what do they have a full-time job? Because that's going to tell you a lot too. Okay, so just getting to know them a little bit is the key on that first call. Okay, and then walking them through, you know, how to set up their parties and set up the groups and everything on the second call. Okay, so the biggest thing, and I think this is where the ball is dropped with a lot of new consultants, is as soon as they join your team, sending out that message right away to try to have them start getting bookings on their calendar. Okay, and letting them know this is the day that they're booking for. And if other people want to book a different date, that's fine, but they're still trying to get 2 to 3, you know, parties to start on this date. And if they want to book another, you know, that's great. But, and this is the thing with new consultants, you know, you guys probably found this too. It's not a booking without a date. I tell them that all the time. It is, as soon as someone says, yes, I'll have a party, you say to them, I have this date and this date available. Which one works best for you? Right away. Okay, I'm going to get a packet in the mail to you. Okay, and then when in the next, you know, couple days can we talk? Okay, so it's right away with new consultants. Okay, and getting their parties and everything set up. Now, what guys I've figured out, the more and more I've trained with virtual. Okay, let's say that I have someone starting on Wednesday. They may be super gung-ho to start their parties on Saturday, but what they don't realize is you want their parties to be successful. Okay, so letting them know, hey, your actual start date is not going to be until next week. How about we start our first parties on this date instead? Okay, because some new, okay, Pam, thank you for jumping on. You can watch the rest of it later. Because you want them to understand that you want their parties to be successful. And in order for them to be successful, you need them to start out right. Because some new consultants just want to jump in and start them right away, but they don't know what they're doing at all. Okay, so sometimes you need to have a little guidance in, let's get these, shows set up properly. Okay, so what I want to do with you guys. Okay, so as we are moving on to next month, I don't know where my call rate info went. The biggest thing that we're going to focus on is having successful parties, because with successful parties, you're going to have successful sales. Getting more additional parties booked for August. Okay. And then also, just being sure that you are talking with every host about the business. Every host. Okay, so what does that look like? Okay, that looks like the very first time you talk to your host. Okay, have you given them a packet that has the brochure in it, the business brochure, and a Kit credit coupon? Do you guys all know what the Kit credit coupon is? Melissa's mouth is moving, but I can't hear you.
No.
Holly, you do, right?
I don't.
Her mouth is moving too. You're muted.
Oh.
Okay, Holly, what'd you say?
I said you talked about it once, but I haven't been able to find it. I don't know where.
Okay, let me show you guys that, because all three of you are not sure where to find it. Okay, so let me share my screen, and that way other people can see this too. Okay, so if we go on to pamperedchef.com. Okay, you're just going to click on your full site. You're going to the full site right now, okay? All right, so what in the world are you doing? Okay, so full site, here we go. So if you go under training and resources, okay, go to where it says Spring Summer 2019 Resource Guide. Okay, and this will change once we hit the fall stuff, okay? But if you're on this training and resources and Spring Summer 2019 Training Guide, then scroll down and go to where it says Materials, Host Kit Credit Coupon, right there. Okay, so I put this in every single one of my I just went blank with the word post packets. Okay, so see how it has, you can cut right here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you can cut these off and just put one of them. There's multiple, so that you print these off and you have 5 of them.
Okay.
So just print it off, put one of these in your host packet, and I just slide it inside my brochure. So let me show you guys. Okay, here's one of my packets. Okay. And I just got these cutesy little envelopes on Amazon. You can get like a pack of 100 of them, and they seal. You just pull this off and they seal down, and you can actually put these in the mail.
Cool.
Okay. So I have those. Then you can see here, this is my little guilt little letter that I do right on the top. Okay, and it has a picture of Mickey and Minnie, and it says, did you know your party will be qualifying me towards our next trip to Disney World? How cool are you? My family says thank you. Okay, so that's the very first thing that they see. And so that they know, like, this is a job for me. Okay, this is, you know, their party is important to me. Okay, so that goes right on top. Okay, so I have that. The next thing you see is this Kit credit coupon. Okay, so it's right there. Then I have their brochure. Okay, so I slip one of these in there too. And then I just have this little thank you that just says, thank you, your party's going to rock. Thank you so much for booking a party with me. So there's that. And then this is just an information page about, you know, inviting 150 people, getting 5 outside orders before. Then I have the host special, guest special, and an outside receipt that I print off. Okay, so that's what my packets look like. And then I have a catalog in there. Okay, my catalog goes at the back. But all of my packets look like that. And so what I will say is I will tell my host as soon as they pick a date, it is, okay, I have this date and this date available. Which one works best for you? They tell me the date that works available. I write it in my planner. Okay, I think I showed you guys the planner. I need to print out more labels. I ran out of labels, so I had to write them just on my planner. Okay, so on here, I have the name, the address, the email, the phone number. I have, did I send the packet? Check mark. When did they want to start their party? Write the date. Who did they book from? The host, the past host. Okay, so then I just fill out all this information. Okay, so I have this out. As soon as that party's booked on Facebook, it goes in here, so I know. Okay, and also a packet goes in the mail right away. So when I talk to my hosts, I ask and tell them the packet's coming. So when I talk to them, when I talk with my host, because if you guys have not heard from me yet about this, I call every one of my hosts with a short call. Okay, I know some people don't, but I know Miss Tony on here. Miss Tony is also a very high seller, and she will tell you, I don't know if she's still, Tony, are you still on here where you can talk? Yeah, yeah. So, Tony, how much would you say your sales went up when you started calling your host one time?
Doubled.
Yeah.
Just because it's more about a relationship. They hear a voice, you know, and you connect with them, and you know they'll message you even more because they've started to build a trust with you.
Yeah. So. And I experienced that exact same thing. When I started talking with my hosts, it just gave me that relationship building. Okay, because yeah, I could tell them some of the information in a message. I could, but just having that one call really helped. Because on that call, I can ask them, did you get your packet out? Did you see that coupon that I put in there? Did you see that brochure? Okay, and I can ask them, you know, have you ever thought about doing something like Pampered Chef? That's the question on the call. Nothing hard.
There's been a week or two here and there that I haven't done phone calls, and I can tell a difference in my parties that week. Mm-hmm. Like I really have to stay on top of my hosts to do their part, to engage in their parties and everything.
Yeah,
so it does make a difference.
Yeah,
I can hear it in your voice how important it is for them to be engaged in their parties.
Yep, absolutely. So on that call, I'm just talking them through and asking them if they, have ever thought about something like Pampered Chef. Okay, so that's the first talk with them. The next is about midway through the week. If I think that they did a great job as a host, I'm going to reach out again and say, wow, you have done a great job in your party. I really do think you would be good at this. Just dropping that little tint. Okay. It's not nothing pushy. It's just, I think you would be great at this. Okay. And then I usually say something again when we're ready to close out the party. You know, hey, you have that Kit credit coupon. You know, what do you think about using it, you know, and signing up to do this? Okay. Because when you've developed that relationship with them, they're going to trust you more when you tell them that you think that they'd be great at this. Okay. And I know that was one of the things that I said to Holly. And I mean, and I said it to her honestly. And she's been absolutely amazing. Okay. Because I could tell, you know, as a host, that she would make it. You guys have those good hosts. You have those hosts that listen and they do what you ask, you know, and they are doing everything in the parties. Okay. Those make excellent consultants. So when you tell them you would be good at this, you're serious. Okay. Because you learn to, you learn to be able to tell those things. Okay. So it's just those three things. Okay. Those are the three things. Those are the three things that I say to my hosts to get them interested in the business. Okay. And then in the parties, I'm watching who is that one that's, you know, playing all the games and commenting and is a go-getter. Okay. And maybe it starts out with doing a booking and then it moves into talking to them about the business. Okay. And I talked with one of my consultants this week. You know, she said someone was interested in the party. I said, have you talked to them and asked them if they would like to make this party theirs and make money themselves? Have you ever asked one of your hosts if they would like to make this party theirs and make money themselves? And that's another reason why you want, I guess I can stop sharing now because I'm not showing that anymore. That's another reason why you want your calendar to be booked. You know, Melissa, you pulling over those sales, because if you say to one of your hosts and say, hey, if this is something you're interested in, you could always be the one that makes money off this party, and we could sign you up before your party and you could be the consultant. I'll still help you the same way, but we can make this your grand opening party. You know, have you ever thought about doing that? And you don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to have any sales now, because you have your calendar booked how it needs. So you feel okay saying that to a host. Okay. So, because if they has shown some interest, then that may be something that they're interested in. Okay. So your guys' goals and your parties this next month are going to be talking to every host. Okay. And watching in your parties. Okay. Because remember, you're trying to get, you know, a couple more by the 15th and then a couple more towards the end. Okay. Your guys' calendars are all booked where they need to be to make it happen this month. Okay. So I know, having promoted a lot of directors, the first thing I look at is where their calendars are at, because without your guys' calendars being strong, it's a whole lot harder to do. I know Tony would agree with that. Okay. So just be sure as you go into this month, okay, that your calendars are booked strong. Okay. Now, Melissa, oh, that got really loud. Melissa, do you work another job?
I do, but it's in the evenings, and I only work like 2 or 3 days a week. I'm a bartender.
Okay, so you can have calls during the day?
Yes.
Okay, so I would like, if you can shoot me, if would Tuesday at 10 o'clock work for you?
I should be able to make that work. I usually take my daughter to my parents on Tuesday mornings.
Okay. How about this? What I will do is I want to have a call with you this week, okay, to kind of go over it, because at this point is when I go into more individual calls, okay, instead of this, because everyone's personal, you know, what they need from this point on is more on a personal level, instead of, hey, guys, book your calendar. You know, I mean, we've done all that. You know, I've given you the recruiting tips. I've given you the booking tips, you know, so now it's going to be, okay, let's zone in on, you know, what are you needing help with? You know, what do we need to focus on? So what I will do is I will put out a sign up sheet on the Legacy Leaders. Okay. And we will, and you can sign up for what time.
Okay.
Works for you this week. Okay. And I don't know where Holly went. I'm looking at her ceiling. And then Brooklyn dropped off. And then Pam dropped off. So we're just down to us. So I'll put that out there and then we can talk this week. Oh, there she is. Holly, are you gone out of town all this week?
No, I'm in town.
Oh, are you in town? Are you off this
Yeah,
week?
I'm in. No, I work till 6 o'clock every night.
When does your granddaughter, didn't you tell me there was a week that you're?
That was this last week.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I had the 5 parties.
Oh, you had that. Maybe that's what it was. Okay. Gotcha. So Holly, I'll do the same for you if you just want to sign up. We talk on a regular basis anyways, but
Okay.
we'll just chat
Okay.
at some point this next week. So,
Okay.
and then same with Brooklyn. Brooklyn dropped off, so I don't know if something happened to the caller, if she was at her snow cone stand.
No, she had to close her. Yeah, she had to close the stand. So
Oh, okay.
she sent you a message, but I don't think you've seen it.
Oh, was it on chat? Oh,
I don't know.
yeah, it is.
I just seen it pop up across the.
She said she had to close the stand. She'll jump back on or she'll watch it later. So, okay. So I will post a link, on the Legacy Leaders for you guys to sign up for times. And that way we can talk on an individual basis just on hitting our goals this month and what that looks like. So I will post that. If there are any of the calls that you guys didn't get a chance to listen to yet, okay, then you guys can go back and listen to those as well. But now we're down to 3 of us. They're dropping like flies, Tony. It's the end of the month. My phone's going crazy with, can you talk to me real quick? Can you help me close this party? Can you help me? So yeah, I need to jump off here and try to solve all these problems as well. So, but Holly, I'll be getting with you. But you're in town at least.
Okay. Yeah. So you want me, you're saying.
Okay. Tell me what
I don't need to submit anything else
tell me
tonight.
Okay, hold on. I'm going to pull up you and your team here.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Bye, Tony. Thank you.
Bye, Tony.
Bye, Holly.
Bye.
Okay. So, nope, you were at 2501. You are perfect. Did you just do that? Did you mean to do that?
I did. No, well, I did it before we talked.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
Well, actually, that may be one of Shelly's. She's submitting right now.
No, you are personally at 25.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I had 15 from Connie's before I submitted any this week and last week.
Yep. So you had a 250, 279, and 416. Okay. So you just submitted to a 279 and 416. Okay. So that puts you.
So Shelly hadn't submitted anything, so she's got 1,500. So we're still gonna be rocking almost 5,000.
Yeah, you are. So Holly, tell me what you still have to submit.
That's 16. I have 1,600 and 740 to submit.
You have 1,600?
Yeah.
Thought you already, and that's a different party?
That's 2. I've got 3 more parties to submit still.
Okay, so how many of them equal 1,600?
3. I've got one for 810, one for 609, and it's still growing. It's not. She's going to turn the rest of the orders in tomorrow.
Yeah. Okay.
And then one for $202. I could submit it if you want me to submit anything else to get to 5. If that would do us any good. I don't
5
know.
won't make a difference for you guys.
Okay.
I would rather you hit 5 next month. No.
Okay.
The
So just hold
2,500.
them all.
Yeah, team leader is 2,500. So you guys are going to get there just fine. So that's going to start you out with 1,600.
What can you see? Just my submitted?
Here, let me show you.
Because our team